This is a data table made up of various different sci-fi tools which we've extracted from a CSV document, and in today's video we'll be turning it into this, a daily sales report which can be emailed straight to your inbox as soon as you've executed the flow. This is how to create a daily sales report in Microsoft Power Automate with Aptogen's PowerTools. These are the three PowerTools we're going to be using for this flow. CSV to JSON, which will convert our CSV file into a JSON format. JSON to HTML table, which will let us embed the data into our email. And query JSON, which will extract the specific bits of data from the table which we ask it to. Now, we're going to start this tutorial from the My Flows page. And when we go to make a new flow, we're going to select Instant Cloud Flow from the drop-down menu. When this screen does finally load, we're going to give our flow an appropriate title, which in this case is Daily Sales Report, and we're going to choose Manually Trigger a Flow from the list. Once we've clicked Create, we can dive into actually making our flow. The first action in our flow is Get File Content. This will allow us to dive into our SharePoint library, select the CSV file containing our data table which you saw earlier. The next action, and first power tool, is CSV to JSON. We need to convert the CSV file into JSON because we can only create the HTML table or query the data if it's in a JSON format. Once the action is loaded, you'll want to click into the value box and select Get File Content from the dynamic content pop-up. The next action we'll need is the JSON to HTML table. This will give us the first half of the daily sales report, where you can see all of the sales data in a nice, neat table. Once again, you'll want to click into the value box once the action is loaded, and this time select the result of the CSV to JSON action from the dynamic content. Next in the flow is the query JSON action. And here we get into the realms of segmenting the data and asking the action to pick out the certain bits that we want to see. This time when the dynamic content box pops up, you want to go and pick the CSV to JSON result again. For this next section of the query JSON action, you'll need a more complex expression, so we'll take a deeper dive into what you can do with this expression to get the specific information that you want to see from your data. This is the template expression you just saw me paste into the query box. Since I want to extract the data for UK only, I'll be turning it into this. As you can see, the title corresponds with the country column of the original CSV table, and the content with my desired row, which was United Kingdom. But we can do more. For instance, we can also exclude certain results with the does not equal command. So while the outcome of our expression that equals United Kingdom only shows the UK, our expression that does not equal the UK shows the rest of the entire dataset. We can also work with numbers to show when a product has more or less sales than a certain amount. In this case, we see our three most successful selling sci-fi tools when we look at which products have more than 750 sales, but we can also see which ones are struggling when we look at which ones have less than that amount. Finally, we can expand our criteria with and/or commands. So in the AND instance, we have two tricorders, but we want to determine if both are selling successfully. So we've segmented the data by product, and then we've added another criteria afterwards to segment that data too. As for OR, we wanted to look at the tricorders because we think it's an important product in this business's portfolio. But we still wanted to see which of our products were most successful. So this expression has excluded all products that are selling badly and are not tricorders. Anyway, back to our flow, and we'll be putting in the country equals United Kingdom query you just saw a couple of minutes ago. The final power tool in this flow will be a repeat of the JSON to HTML table for the final table in the daily sales report. Once you've clicked value, select the result of query JSON in the dynamic content box. The final step is to add Microsoft Send an Email action. In the To box, add your desired recipient or select User Email from the dynamic content box. Doing this will send an email to the creator of the flow. Add your subject, we've chosen Daily Sales Report for this, and then in the text body, add your HTML tables using dynamic content underneath some relevant text so the recipient understands the data that they are seeing. Then all you need to do is save your flow and run it. Then you should have a daily sales report go straight into your inbox. Thank you for watching. Visit Aptigent.com for more text tutorials for individual PowerTools actions, and subscribe to the Aptigent YouTube channel for more tutorials and product announcements.